We've been very aggressive over the past few weeks and even months, and now is again a time to take a step back and just manage. It's like managing a garden. You pull the weeds and you water the flowers, like Peter Lynch once said. Hold the winners, sell the losers. Hold the ones that show relative strength, sell the ones that are not. It's like managing a garden. Trading is not about rocket science, it's about gardening. You don't need to be very smart, you just don't have to be dumb. And that's exactly what you want to see. These kinds of down days are golden. The down days will tell you which one of your stocks are weak and which ones are not. It's a gift. I'm short Fastly. I went short yesterday. I sold my shares in pre-market and went short yesterday. I'm not long. If anything, I'm looking to short more. But I need a range to develop on the 60-minute chart. Maybe if we get a range like mid-late day. Yeah. And this one I didn't adhere to the trailing stop because this thing felt like, I mean, look at this thing. It was at 11 bucks 3 months ago and it hit over 80 bucks yesterday. That's just, I mean, can it go to 100? Sure, but you know, at a certain point, like the odds just, you know, go away. And you know, look, it was like yesterday. This thing was like 30% above the 10-day moving average, and how much, like 50% above the 20-day. So it was just super extended. This is a perfect parabolic type of a setup, which is one of my main setups. That's why I sold the stock and went short. Marvel. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. It looks very good, showing relative strength. This is a very good setup, by the way. Marvel, very good. It's a very clean stock. Had a nice clean move, pulled back, flagged, had another breakout, clean move. Now it's going sideways and you know, just surfing the rising 20-day and showing relative strength. That's a very good setup. I'm actually gonna set an alert for this thing because maybe next week, hopefully this pullback sticks around for a few days, so we get some nice bases on select names. I'm setting an alert for this thing. This is good. Very good setup on Marvel. It's a slow stock though. ADR is only 3.6. Actually, no, I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna trade it no matter what. It's too slow, but it's a very good setup. But it's a slow stock. Hard stop is when you put a stop in your trading platform versus a mental stop, which is just a number you keep in your head. Like right now, I don't have any hard stop set on anything. They're all mental, and I only use hard stops when the price is close to my exit point. Like something like this Opus that I just sold half. I had a hard stop on it, so I didn't have to watch it. FMCI, I had a hard stop too. So I only use hard stops when the price is close to my stop area. Otherwise, they're all mental stops. There's no point in putting a hard stop on Workhorse at 479. Like the stock would have to go down 42% to hit it. Like it's not gonna happen in a flush. I also need to raise my stop a little bit. It's actually a pretty big move. Yeah, guys, I remember that. Oh yeah, NVAX, man, I feel sorry for you guys. Holy shit, yeah, I remember that. Oh man, that sucks. I really feel for you. Yeah, I took out the opening range highs. Like I went long. I know a lot of you went long. And then it had some news. Yeah, they were gonna raise 200 million. And the stock briefly took out the lows of the day. It had like a mini flash. Like it had a dip. It lasted only a few seconds. It was just some algos playing around. And those of you who had hard stops got stopped out. I thankfully didn't have a hard stop set on it yet. Man, I feel for you. Yeah, the stock is up. It's up over 60% since. Wow. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I understand why you feel salty. Yep, and that happens. This is the reason most people don't make it in the business. They can't handle these types of things. Instead, you know, they start revenge trading, they start chasing. You have to wait for perfect setup. Sometimes shit happens. You have to suck it up. You have to take a step back, regroup. And many people are just not able to do that. They can't take the pain. It's painful. Like if I had gotten stopped out of this thing, after having a good size and a perfect entry, like I would be salty too. Stop fishing? There is no such thing as stop fishing, guys. Get those conspiracy theories out of your heads. No one cares about your stops. There is no one out there gunning your stops. Algos are playing around all the time. Sometimes they hit your stops, sometimes they don't. There is no such thing. Algos going for quick shake. No, I mean you should you should always obey your stops. It doesn't matter if an algo goes, if it's a shake up because of an algo or not. Like it doesn't matter. You should always obey your stops. A reason why it's hit doesn't matter. I have 2 stops in Nicola. They are here. If you're nearly, you can just join. Huh? Who the hell cares what these algos are doing? They're just market makers, most of them. Just follow the price action. The algos are trading 100 million times per second. Don't worry about them. Yeah, easy stock trader. Like, yeah, exactly. The resetup doesn't have to be on the daily chart. Like Nicola, for example, when we bought it 2 days ago, it didn't really trigger on the daily chart yet, but it did trigger on the 60-minute chart. You can clearly see these higher lows. You had this range, and then it broke out of that range, but it didn't broke out on the daily chart until yesterday, and that's where I added more. So sometimes you can see something on the 60-minute chart versus the daily chart and vice versa. Absolutely. Yeah. You just have to learn the patterns. It's just the same patterns occurring over and over again. You have to look at thousands of charts. Everyone should do what I've been telling you guys to do for weeks and months. Just go through thousands of charts, thousands of stocks, and just look at the charts. Go back to the 90s, 80s even, for those stocks that have data. You'll see it's the same patterns over and over again. It's just so easy once you get it. It's super simple. Okay, it's not easy, it's hard. Trading is hard, but it's simple. You just have to learn the patterns and read the price action and listen to the market.